Okay, so first we're gonna trim out the silver skin because this can be really chewy and tough after it's cooked. Now let's make the marinade sauce. Let's mix 2 tablespoons of superior light soy sauce, half tablespoons of mushroom dark soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of rice cooking wine, 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce, 3 tablespoons of apple juice, a pinch of salt, and a teaspoon of 5 spice powder. Now we can pour the sauce over the pork tenderloin and marinate for at least 30 minutes to overnight. After the marination, we're going to transfer the pork tenderloin to a clean plate. Add about 2 tablespoons of oil to it. Since the pork tenderloin is super lean and doesn't have a lot of fat, this oil will prevent it from drying out. In a hot pan, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of oil, then introduce 1 onion, 1 red apple, 1 green apple, a pinch of salt, and a pinch of white pepper. Stir fry in high heat until it is softened for about 3 minutes. Then in a hot roasting pan, we're going to add about 3 tablespoons of oil in it. Sear the tenderloin all over in high heat for about 2 minutes on each side. Transfer the cooked onion and also the apples in the roasting pan. Now we're going to roast this in a preheated oven. The oven temperature is 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 204 degrees Celsius. We're going to roast this for 20 minutes. Then we're going to rest for at least 10 minutes before slice and serve. Look at how juicy this is. First of all, let's remove the pork belly's hair. Then boil the pork belly in cold water for about 5 minutes. Then we can cut the pork belly into cubes. In the pan, add 3 tablespoons of oil, 8 cloves of garlic, and stir fry until golden brown. Now we're going to take them out and put aside. In the same pan, we're going to add 3 pieces of ginger. Now add the pork belly. And we want to brown them just like this. At this point, we're going to pour in 4 cups of water. Add 3 pieces of star anise, a quarter piece of dry orange peel, 5 tablespoons of soy sauce, 1 tablespoon of dark soy sauce, a pinch of salt, 1 cup of SHAOXING wine. First, cook at medium-high heat for about 10 minutes. In a small pan, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of water and 2 tablespoons of yellow rock sugar. You can get this rock sugar in any Chinese supermarket. Now we're just going to stir until everything is melted. And then we're going to add 2 tablespoons of oil and mix it until it turns brown. And this is what gives the Hong Shao Rou its beautiful red color. Let's pour this into the pork belly. Then we're going to cook the pork belly for another 15 minutes in low heat. Add back the garlic and cook for another 10 minutes. Now we can transfer it into a clay pot. This is totally optional. Lastly, add 1 stalk of scallion. So here I have 1.5 pounds of breast snapper that I have fully cleaned and pat dry with paper towel. We're just gonna season with a pinch of salt. Then we're gonna put 3 slices of ginger and 1 stalk of scallions in the stomach of the fish. Then also put 3 slices of ginger and 1 stalk of scallions on top of the fish. Then we're gonna put it aside. So now let's make the soy sauce mixture. For this recipe, you only need about 6 tablespoons of soy sauce at most, but I'm going to make a little more and save it up for later. We're also adding 5 slices of ginger, 1 stalk of scallions, 3 cloves of garlic, a handful of cilantro. Mix well and let it sit for at least 20 minutes. Now we're going to boil water in a steamer and put a plate in it. When the temperature of the plate is hot, it will cook the fish faster. This is a really helpful tip. After the water is boiled, add 2 stalks of scallions on the plate. So the heat will circulate nicely and the fish will also absorb the fragrance of the scallions better. Now we're going to transfer the fish inside and steam in high heat for at least 6 minutes to about 10 minutes depending on the size of the fish. Now we're gonna carefully discard the liquid because it can be really fishy now, and also take out the ginger and scallions. Now we're gonna top the fish with 1 tablespoon of julienned ginger, and also 1 tablespoon of julienned scallions. Add a pinch of white pepper, and a dash of sesame oil. In a small pan, we're going to heat up about 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil. Now carefully pour it over the fish. And also add the soy sauce mixtures all around the fish. Enjoy! After washing and dry cleaning the lobster, we can crack the lobster claws with the back of a knife, and we can also use the spoon to take out the black color liver. Boil 6 ounces of pea mian noodles for about 30 seconds until it is softened. Now we're going to take them out and put them aside. In a hot pan, we're going to add 2 tablespoons of oil, 2 cloves of garlic, and cook until the garlicky aroma comes out. Add back the noodles and stir fry until it has absorbed the garlicky taste for about 2 minutes. Now we're going to put the noodles on a plate. In a hot pan, we're going to add about 5 tablespoons of oil, 5 slices of ginger, 3 cloves of garlic, 2 stalks of scallions, only the white parts. Cook until the aroma comes out. Then we're going to add back the lobster and pan fry it for about 5 minutes. Then add 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce, 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, 2 tablespoons of SHAOXING wine, a pinch of white pepper, a pinch of salt, a dash of sesame oil, 1.5 cups of chicken stock. Cover the lid and we're gonna cook until the lobster turns red for about 5 minutes. And you can probably see that our lobster isn't completely red yet, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cook it a little bit until everything turns red. And now I'm gonna add in some cornstarch water to thickening the sauce. So here I have about 1 tablespoon of cornstarch mixed with 2 tablespoons of water. And now we're gonna add 2 stalks of scallions, the green parts, and some cilantro in here and just mix well. Now we can transfer the lobster on the bed of the noodles. And add in the sauce.